When I was a little boy, I used to love to watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. My favorite part about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was the neighborhood of make-believe. Mr. Rogers would always take us to that world on a little toy trolley. Now, like most little boys, I loved choo-choo trains growing up. Now, there was just a handful of episodes where Mr. Rogers would use little toy replicas. He would put them on the table in his kitchen, or he would put them on the floor in his living room, and he would take us into the neighborhood of make-believe using the little toy replicas. Now, those were not my favorite episodes because, like I said, just like most little boys, I was one of them. I loved choo-choo trains. Well, today I don't have a little toy trolley, but I do still have an imagination. And I want to invite you to come with me to a fair today, a very big fair. First of all, we have the zipper. The zipper is a very high ride. The zipper, I promise you, you will turn upside down. You better not be scared of heights, and you better not eat a lot before you get on the zipper because you might just get sick. Next, we have the swings. Now, the swings will make you very dizzy. The swings go really, really fast. And you better not be too picky about your hair because your hair will get blown all over the place if you ride the swings today. Then we've got the big famous Ferris wheel. Now, the Ferris wheel tickles your stomach if you get on that today, so you better not mind having your stomach tickled. And you better enjoy it because if you don't, you better hope the experience doesn't last very long. Last but not least, we have the teacups, a Disney World experience. Hello, Orlando, Florida. If you ride the teacups, you'll have a blast and you will laugh your head off, but you better not have neck problems because it might just make itself known unto you if you ride the teacups. Now, as nice as these rides are today at this big fair that we are at, there's something that's missing. Now, in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, the Bible tells us that a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither doth a man light a candle and he put it under a bushel, but he puts it on a candlestick so that it gives light unto all that are in the house. Now, everything that I said about this fair, believe it or not, is false in the condition that it is in at this particular moment. The zipper, it will not turn you upside down. The zipper will not make you sick if you get a quarter pounder with cheese before you get on it in the condition that it's in right now. The swings, they're not messing up your hair whatsoever in the condition that they're in at this particular moment. And the Ferris wheel is not tickling anybody's stomach in the condition that it is in. And also the teacups are not causing anybody to laugh their heads off in the condition that it is in. Now in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, the Bible tells us that God has set some in the church. He has set apostles, He has set prophets, He has set teachers, He has given gifts of healings, and He has given gifts of tongues and gifts of interpretation. Then it goes on and says, are all people apostles? Are all people prophets? Are all people teachers? Do all people have the gifts of healing? Do all people have the gift of tongues? And do all people have the gift of interpretation? God has set everyone in order in the body of His kingdom in the specific place that they are supposed to be in. There's something missing on this fair today, and you know what it is. God told Jeremiah in Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, before I formed thee in your mama's belly, I had ordained you to be a prophet. That's what He told Jeremiah in chapter 1 verse 5. And God has placed a special gift in our lives as well. We're not wasted clay. We have been born for a purpose to edify His kingdom and to bring glory to His name. You see, there's something has changed on the fair when we went to Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. It reminds me of what Jesus said in John chapter 15 and verse 5. He says that I am the vine and ye are the branches. As long as you're plugged into me, you will bear much fruit. But if you're not plugged into me, you will bear nothing. You will accomplish nothing. You see, the fair has changed. Excitement has came into the room. And you know what has happened? There has been a plug-in. There has been power that has been embedded upon this fair that we are at today. And if you were to get on the zipper now, you better not have ate a quarter pounder with cheese because you will get sick. There's people that's in the zipper, and you know what? They're having fun, but they've got empty stomachs. And the swings, their hair is flying everywhere, but they don't care because they're having fun. There's power in the Ferris wheel. Their stomachs are being tickled because there's power. The teacups, people are laughing their heads off. You get the point today. There is excitement because there's power. And in our lives, if we're ever going to be all that God has created us to be, we've got to get plugged into Jesus. And then those gifts that are embedded in our stomachs, in our souls, in our spirits, it will come forth and others will see it, and it will bring glory to God through your good works. And those good works, as you plug into His Spirit, they will be seen. Thank you for joining me for Liberty at the Cross today on YouTube. Until next time, keep your eyes and your focus on Jesus and go spread the news that there's liberty at the cross.